Greetings and welcome to the Faustian Films Let's Plays. My name is Faust, my pronouns are he, him. Joining me as always is my co-host.
Hey, I'm Profano. My pronouns are he, him as well. And we have no one else here today,
Nope,
sadly.
no one else here today, sadly, which is pretty
Yeah.
apropos because our new series has started in favor of everybody's changing schedules, and I think this formula will work better for all of us, really, because our last format didn't really gel with all of us all the time. So yeah, I'm really excited to present to you this new series where we chill out to some relaxing game that we can tune out and converse over various topics. I think we'll all switch who hosts each playthrough. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Now, the reason why I chose this game is partly because I think it's a good game to tune out to. Missions take a lot of time. There's, you know, um, it's a kind of game where a lot of time can take place before you're in the middle of something that you need to stay engaged with.
Mm-hmm.
That's also the reason why I turned off the music. Um, but also, I think that it relates to a lot of things we've been thinking about. Um, we had a conversation recently about whether games need to be fun, which,
Mm-hmm.
as we know, brings up a lot of semantic issues, what it means to be fun. I'm sure people will have differing opinions on it, but I think for the sake of the argument, as you pointed out, games need to be entertaining,
Mm-hmm.
even if they're not fun. Um, would you mind elaborating a little more on that? Let me see.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Sorry, my keyboard is acting there, dude.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, what do you think the distinction is between fun and entertaining?
Uh, well, entertaining is just something that keeps you engaged,
Right.
and you want to know more about. You want to keep going, see what happens. Maybe if it's a story thing. Uh, yeah, and fun is more of a cheerful experience. Let's say.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Maybe with fun you get an adrenaline rush. You're expecting a little bit of a, I don't know, something of frenetic energy.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Just uh, the let's say it tries to maintain you, to keep you engaged,
Yeah.
based on positive emotions,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah, adrenaline or what do you call dopamine?
Yeah. Different forms
Well,
of, you know, non-negative things, and I consider many things that don't give me those feelings to be entertaining. Like, I like drama films or torturous films because, despite them not being fun, so to speak. And I feel like games can provide, that kind of good, even though
yeah.
they're not necessarily expected to. Um, there's this preconceived notion in some circles that games need to be fun to be a success. I was thinking about that when I was looking at a review for this game. Um, Somebody said that it compromises on the fun factor for the sake of realism, but I think that the realism is exactly the intention. Even if it's just relatively, it's something I really respect the game's devs for. I rarely feel so immersed in a experience in this game because it could be so, just punishing and grounded, and it's something it's hard to get anywhere else, especially
Yeah,
games of this budget.
I think the conception of video games having to be fun comes from the idea of you know games you play as a child, maybe with your friends. Those are fun. Those have to
Yeah,
be fun. But video games, hot take. No, no, not that hot, but they are an art form. They are art.
yeah,
So does art have to be fun? We look at the Mona Lisa and say, "Oh God, I'm having the time of my life here." The adrenaline.
This will be the
No,
crossroads.
it's not how it go.
So
Not
where
how it
did
works.
I go?
So yeah, video games, many of them, no, not all of them, but are essentially interactable movies. Like this
Yeah.
one, for example. Look at this scenery we're seeing right now. That's art. It's undeniable. I understand that you may say something like Battlefield 4 multiplayer cannot be art, and that's, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, there's some cool scenery as well, but there's no story, there's no characters. So yeah, I think that also adds to people not considering games an art form because of just multiplayer games. League of Legends is an art. It's not.
yeah,
There's some art aspects for sure, character design, voice lines that tell a story. But the game itself, I would say, is an art.
yeah.
Or like, yeah, go
I
ahead.
mostly agree with what you're saying. I definitely think that games can be art. I kind of flip flop on the idea of whether, you know, games are art in general or if it's just a select number of games. I generally think that art requires, just this unerring devotion to its artistic intent, and this game, does so more than you know so many other games, maybe most games.
Yeah, I would honestly say some games aren't art, but if you think about it, I guess, for example, you have like this game called the world's hardest game,
Yeah,
which is just a square, a square trying to get to the end, and it's really hard. And like that's kind of art as well in a way, because it makes you mad, so
yeah,
it evokes an emotion in you, and that's what art does
exactly.
actually. So maybe. Yeah, I would say some games are just shit, right? There's like some cash grabs out there, asset flips. Those are not art for sure, but I would say, yeah, you could argue that most games are art, even though I was, yeah, I wouldn't say that's the case, but I can see that as well working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another reason why I picked out this game is because I started playing it alongside The Witcher 3, which I picked up again out of boredom, um, and it makes me really internalize the difference between an RPG and a choose your own adventure game. To me, this is a great example of an actual RPG because you're given the opportunity to create a role and not just be assigned a role like you are in The Witcher 3, where you just have 5 different variations of medieval Clint Eastwood, basically. Um, yeah, the good, the bad, the ugly, those kind of movies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a Western, right?
yeah. That game is surprisingly linear, as compared to this game. With this game, you're not really restricted once you choose a certain dialogue option. You can pickpocket anyone, you can cause crime, people can like you or dislike you based
Yeah,
on whatever.
it's a classic RPG, you could say, because the term RPG has, well, it has changed the meaning basically. Like
Yeah,
Darkest Dungeon is an RPG for some reason, even though you make no choices. You don't have an actual character.
yeah,
You have like, yeah, it's a party management game,
yeah.
but it's still called an RPG because
That's why
RPGs are just everything now.
I'm not
Go
sure
ahead.
where it's from, but JRPG has a very different connotation to just RPG or CRPG. Um, JRPG is related to things like Pokemon, where it doesn't really need to be anything like Dungeons and Dragons to qualify. Um, Um, I do think that ideally a true RPG should have, both the choosing, uh, between, different outcomes and the ability to, just have a living, breathing world that responds to you. And
So role playing.
yes,
What's in the name?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Most games you're assigned a role, and I think that's where people get confused. Just kind of a semantics issue, I think.
Good day to you.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Uh,
You
on
know
the topic
something,
of
I might have heard something. And if
may
you
I talk
share a bit
over
of
the
silver
dialogue?
with me,
Is that okay?
I
Yeah,
might
that's
share
fine.
what I know.
I
Okay.
can read.
I was about to say,
What do you
on
want
the
from a
topic
friend?
of
A bit of silver never hurt
game,
anybody.
art,
Story
and
about 30
also
pieces of silver didn't have a happy ending.
yeah,
Well,
and
then it
also
will have to be
interactability.
30.
What about visual novels?
Visual novels.
Because let me say, people who play visual novels usually don't consider them to be video games.
Yeah.
We call them
bad,
reading.
not
We don't say playing
Listen up.
usually.
Ginger has two
There's
legs.
on Steam, of course. They
We'll
have
keep
like a
them
HUD.
and
You
taken
can
care of.
pause. They maybe have some like
Every
gameplay
day,
elements, small
bring
gameplay
them
elements,
something
like
to
Little
eat. Whether
Busters
they
does,
take
or
it for
Danganronpa. Well, Danganronpa is like a natural game.
I don't know.
But yeah, Little
I didn't
Busters has
follow them.
gameplay elements despite being
would
one a visual novel. But we still call them reading visual novels. They're novels, yeah. Just visual, not games.
Yeah,
basically,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find these kind of discussions hard to navigate because I don't know. I feel like definitions, do depend upon the vox populi, what most people consider X or Y.
Hmm.
Um, but at the same time, I value consistency a lot, which is why I don't know. I do take the liberty to, I don't know. Gatekeep's kind of a strong word, but
Thank you. That's
I
helpful.
don't know, try to set in stone what an RPG is and isn't. With The Witcher 3, I consider it to be really an action game with multiple endings like Mass Effect.
Something like Devil May Cry.
Yes, closer to that.
That's just what comes to mind when you say action RPG. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because you see, without argument, because like visual novels, many of them have choices,
Yeah.
and sometimes you can even customize your own character. So are they RPGs now?
Yeah.
Since the definition has been stretched so much in one way, if we stretch it the other way, then we could maybe fit them there, which is weird.
Mm.
Yeah, RPGs is just the term RPG is just awful. I mean, it's not awful. It has been turned awful.
Yeah,
basically.
maybe a more consistent definition would be a role-creating video game. Or, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like being in a fantasy setting makes it 90% more likely to be called an RPG, even if it isn't.
Yeah.
That's why Darkest Dungeon is called one for some people. What do you say?
I don't know, as the closer it gets to being, replicating a D&D experience, the closer it is to an RPG. I don't know, it might be hard to picture if you've never played the game, but that game, I think we all know the amount of customization and how reactive the world can be, depending. Just so you know, I won't be fast traveling. I think it's more
Immersive.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm playing the role of the character. Oh my god.
Shit.
Be careful. Be careful.
I'm being
God.
careful. Can't you see? I've never been more careful in my life.
Oh god.
I think Profano's gonna be much better at this than I am.
That depends.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I'm probably really underleveled for this, but oh well. It's gonna be
Freaking cum man? That's what they call it, right? Cum man.
funny. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Kumans. Like,
Oh,
come.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, very funny.
Thank you. I know you want to laugh right now. I know you're in a good place for jokes. Oh shit. Do you drink some savior snaps recently?
I did not.
Oh shit. Can you run? Run.
I probably could. It doesn't matter. Oh,
Overloaded. Oh shit.
I think they're leaving. Oh. I thought they were saying in their Cuban language. He's not worth our time. Well, that was.
Episode over. Thank you for coming. Nah,
We tried.
we try. We try.
We're all very sorry.
I didn't do shit. You messed up yourself. Okay. So
25.
what else is there? Well, if you're talking about video game genres, being misused, we could probably touch on roguelike.
I've not played that many. Is Binding of Isaac considered a roguelike?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I
Yeah.
played plenty of roguelikes. Yeah, and yeah, it's that's also weird because you know what roguelike means. It's the same as Souls-like. It's supposed to be like the game Rogue, a game no one has played basically.
Oh yeah.
Because I challenge you to find a Souls-like player that hasn't played a Dark Souls game, and then after that try to find a roguelike player who has played Rogue. I mean, some people have, of course, but it's like an 80s game. It's like a procedurally generated.
And did it have the permadeath mechanics?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it did. That's like what defines the genre today. But Binding of Isaac is nothing like Rogue, like the original Rogue. So yeah, that's a weird definition.
Yeah. I mean, Binding of Isaac. I think the roguelike can be very loosely defined if the only requirement is the permadeath mechanics. I don't know. Again, I'm not super familiar with the genre.
Yeah, and there's also the roguelite term, which is really dumb, in my opinion. Because the roguelite term is used to tell apart. So Binding of Isaac is a roguelite, actually, not a roguelike, you see. Because roguelite games are games where after you die, you keep something. Maybe like a power-up, maybe like some unlocking, you unlock something. But the issue is that most roguelikes are actually roguelite. So I think that's a really misappropriated term because they should have made it of a term to refer to actual roguelikes, if anything. Like the actual hardcore, because the people who care about the term or the difference are not the ones who are going to be playing roguelites. I mean, they are, but you see, roguelites are more common, they're more mainstream, so it's hard to change the term for something to change the term used to refer to something mainstream as opposed to just changing the term for your niche.
Right.
So I don't know why I don't know why they did that. I understand the importance of making the difference.
Yeah.
I understand actual permadeath with nothing, no progress at all other than your own skill. I understand that's a different thing entirely from roguelite. But you should have made a term for that instead. Because what do you even know a single roguelike game, like a real one? I actually don't. I think the Square game we mentioned earlier, that the world's hardest game, I think that was a roguelike technically. Because you go all the way to the back and you have to improve your skill. You cannot level up, you cannot unlock something, maybe like a teleport or something. You can't do any of that. So it has to be something like that, basically.
Right.
Permadeath and nothing else, just your own skill. I'm sure they exist. I don't know if they're that popular though. I can't think of a popular one. I know there's this game called Hunger, Fear and Hunger. I don't know if that's one. My count. Well, yeah, you keep mentioning the popular ones: Binding of Isaac, FTL, Darkest Dungeon. None of them are roguelike. Not if you make the difference at least. And yeah, that's why I think it's dumb. Like, what even is a roguelike
I've no idea
anymore?
Here, I'll let go.
Yeah, I think Fear and Hunger might be an actual roguelike.
Right.
But I'm not sure.
Now, speaking of very punishing games, have you heard of this? Wait a minute. I think Fear and Hunger is the one I was thinking of. God damn it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I hear a lot of YouTube results saying it's one of the cruelest games they've ever played, if not the cruelest.
Yeah, yeah. I heard that too. And also, on the Steam page right now, the Dark Priest guy looks like a metalhead. Like the Dark Priest class, he looks like, yeah, he's like a freaking Swedish metal death band or something.
My friend said recently it was like the it has black metal vibes, that video game.
Yeah, I bet it does. I always struggled to put black metal in like a setting, honestly. You know?
I see what you mean.
Well-
Like, the creators of this game like black metal. They have the band Imperium Decadens, I think it's pronounced. But I wouldn't say this game has black metal vibes aside from a few scenes. Like, you know, for the sake of lists I make, like the cult media lists, I define it as something that radiates the covers and atmospheres of, you know, black metal albums considered the purest. You know, like Under a Funeral Moon, or
Like Taylor Swift folk album, yeah.
yeah,
You seen that?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like a you're picturing the woods, kind of looks like
Yeah.
black metal. But yeah, I get what you mean. You're talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance, right?
I'm sorry.
Are you talking about Kingdom Come when you're saying
I'd say
Yeah.
this doesn't have the black metal vibes for the most part. But you know, I have a couple of provisos, such as, you know, having a weathered visual texture, like the covers, even the musical production of raw black metal albums, and you know, having, you know, mysterious or dreamlike vibes. You know, maybe something that provokes the fear of the unknown, even if it's not necessarily horror.
mm-hmm.
Those are a lot of things I associate with the medium.
Yeah.
One of-
Uh, Go ahead.
I don't know. My favorite movie of all time is Begotten. I think you've seen pictures of it on
Let me.
Instagram and stuff, right?
Button. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh what? Oh, that's so scary. Why? I know. Who's that guy? What? He looks like Leatherface.
I think it's God killing himself. Spoiler
Oh.
alert. Oh man, I can go on a really dark philosophical tangent related to that movie. But I wonder if it's inspired by this philosopher who did kill himself, called Philip Mainlander. I'm waffling a bit, but I don't know if it matters. He was
No, go ahead. I want to change the topic. No,
Yeah, yeah.
don't change. I wanted to pick something up from before, but just finish your thing.
Yeah, the philosopher Philip Mainlander said, God is dead, and his death was the life of the world. Coincidentally, the opening Begotten has God.
I should turn back before Sir Radzig starts thinking I ran off.
Coincidentally, that movie has, you know, God brutally disemboweling himself at the beginning, and from his open womb unfurls a goddess who jerks him off and inseminates himself
Oh, okay.
with his corpse's semen. And I have to wonder if how much of that movie is, you know, dark philosophy, you know, and the, you know, coincidental relations, you know, just how much of it really is coincidental. But anyway, you were saying something about
I want-
revert
I
back
wanted-
to a different.
I wanted to elaborate on why I struggle to find a setting for black metal in my head,
All right.
to assign it a setting. Basically, I mean, of course you have you have some black metal songs that are more descriptive, of course, but mostly, yeah. I know there's a guy saying something about Satan and being in a forest in a full moon and sacrificing himself. I don't know if he's in the medieval era or today. That's why I actually don't have a setting for it in my head. I know medieval is most likely, but when I listen to something like I don't know, like a dissection, for example. When I listen to dissection, I actually don't know. I don't have a setting in my head. I know they're fighting the hordes of the light with the hordes of the dark in that song. What was that? Alan Falon? Yeah. I get that. I'm assuming it might be medieval, but I can't quite place it anywhere, really.
Right.
I don't really have a setting in mind for it. So that's why I wanted to say.
Yeah, dissection is very different to the raw black metal I think of.
Mhm.
Oh shit! Why is he
course.
angry with me?
And then
What I
for-
do?
for-
What I
for
do to
thrash-
deserve this?
for thrash metal, for example, that's obviously modern day most of the time.
Yeah.
Or like the 80s maybe, if it's like a Vietnam War like Southern does. 70s, not 80s. But yeah, black metal is timeless, is what I mean to say. Black metal is just timeless.
Yeah, it's more defined, by the vibes than by the setting.
The setting.
Although, what comes to mind when I listen to dissection is, aside from a lot of stuff set in the snow, a lot of stuff related to spirits, like that movie we watched together on our previous show, The Phantom Carriage.
Yeah, that was just the Sambolay cover, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Man, I think that movie was even made in Sweden. It's amazing.
I think so. Yeah, it was a European language.
I wonder why. I don't know. I wonder what's going on there that makes them like that.
Yeah, but we need to make that clear. In this channel, we support Swedish black metal over Norwegian black metal. We are proud of it. I do. I do. Okay, fine. I do. I thought you agreed.
I do agree. I just I'm worried about the reaction. But no,
We like
100%.
both. We mentioned Black Throne just now. We like both, but we prefer Swedish. I prefer it because you have melodic black metal, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
They have different vibes, and I just like those vibes more.
I've
That's
never
it.
tried attacking someone from my horse.
Good.
I do it a lot on The Witcher 3.
Battlefield 1 style. That's like a peasant. What are you doing? That's so mean.
I thought he was running into me. It looked
He's
very
not dangerous,
skittish.
man. He's not dangerous, man.
Maybe I knocked him.
You gotta kill him. Bandit. Oh, he's a bandit. Yeah, just kill him. Yeah, kill him.
Wait, I want to
Why
pick
he's dressed like Why he's dressed like that? He's gonna be a pretty bad bandit if he can't even steal clothes from someone.
I have no idea what I'm stealing from him, but it's good for experience.
I don't think people in the medieval era had that kind of technique,
What, you don't think there were medieval ninjas?
Splinter Cell.
Yeah. do.
Sam Fisher travels back to the 15th century.
Yeah. And tries to, I don't know, steal scrolls from King Radovit's chamber. I don't know. I don't know. Is Lambert there too? Yeah, what else
Okay,
should we do? Do you have anything
yeah,
you want me to...
any news?
Not much. I've been playing a lot of Armored Core 6 lately. It's a From Software game.
Is it an RPG?
Not really. It's but it does have a progress system where you buy upgrades for your mecha suit. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it right now because it's a great change of pace from Software's usual efforts, which has been stagnating a lot lately. I think the more Souls-likes that have been come out, the lazier they gotten, sort of a diminishing returns thing.
Do you have any other Souls-likes apart from well, Souls and then Elden Ring? What else do they have?
Bloodborne.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's 3 Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I've not played.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, not played Sekiro.
Oh, it's Sekiro from Software.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, they should make the same game over and over with a different skin, basically.
They do.
Hardcore punk, thrash metal. They're making thrash metal, not black metal.
Yeah. I'm sorry if this playthrough is looking a little bit frustrating. My rule going into this is that you probably shouldn't expect me to play at full capacity. So if that kind of thing frustrates you, you might want to look elsewhere. But yeah, I'll try to divvy this up with, just sessions where I play alone too. Just the more we put out there, I think the more comfortable we'll get conversing and recording ourselves.
Yeah, I've been playing another mecha customization game as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's called BattleTech.
Oh.
I think it's fun. It's a party management game as well. You control 4 mechas at a time, and you're like a mercenary who's also trying to overtake the dictatorship in the galaxy. Yeah. So I think that what they're trying to do as well is they're trying to do like a Warhammer thing where they have like a gigantic universe.
Right.
But yeah, I just play this game. It's fun. Yeah, what's interesting about it is that if your mecha loses an arm in battle, and you had a weapon in the arm, you lose the weapon. For example, and you have to like either purchase it, loot it, or maybe you have one already to replace it, or you just place another one instead.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, but it makes every single battle, no matter how easy it's supposed to be, feel so bad because you have to spend like a week or more, or like 2 weeks even fixing your mechs, even if it's an easy battle. And if it's a hard battle and you get like almost destroyed, it's gonna be like 2 months before you can embark again, because your pilots can also get injured, and they need medical attention after that.
Yeah, it sounds like they made a lot of bold decisions in that game too. Yeah.
Yeah, the story.
I don't know. I was just saying how it's something that a lot of AAA devs aren't comfortable doing, making decisions that alienate a portion of their crowd.
Yeah, this game is not made but distributed by what do you call them? Paradox Games.
Paradox Games.
Yeah, the guys from Heart of Iron, Stellaris. Most of the 4X RPG, not RPG, 4X strategy games are made by them. Yeah, they are publishing it here. They're not making it as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an AAA company, I think.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Yeah, I actually enjoyed. I played some plenty of Paradox games lately, and I've been enjoying them. I played some Stellaris, and I also got another game published by them, which is called Tyranny. Don't know if you heard of it.
Tyranny?
Tyranny, yeah. It's a game where you can be evil. I mean, you have to be evil. That's why many people play it. You have to be evil. You cannot be a good guy. So it gives you many choices for being evil.
Yeah.
You can be merciful, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played too many games that encourage you to be evil. Like a lot of most games with the morality system, they try to put the onus on you or make the nicest decision very clear cut. Like Fallout games. Yeah, even Papers, Please is more morally gray than that.
And then Mass Effect. In Mass Effect, you cannot be evil, right? You can just be mean, but it's not evil. You're
Yeah,
still the
yeah.
good guy. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like some sort of tough general thing, but not really like an evil mastermind, like in Tyranny. I'm gonna be right back.
Like- Okay. Guess it's just you and me, audience. How was your week, Ben? Are you okay? Anyway, I'm trying to intercept this pagan ritual
Hey,
that's been happening. Oh, hi.
I'm back.
I
I'm
was
back.
just
Sorry.
explaining to the audience what I'm doing right now. But in the game that Tyranny, do you like personally know the people you're affronting? Like, do you see the damaging effects your doings have on them?
Yeah. It's what do you call it? It's like a Baldur's Gate type game. You know, like real-time strategy combat with 4 characters, and you can pause. So you have your party with you, and you're gonna be killing the good guy, and you're gonna be killing the 4 people trying to defend their own land because you work for the Overlord trying to take it, basically. And yeah, it's just a 4 characters. You control. I think you always have your own character on the party as well, because on BattleTech you just not have your protagonist participate in the battles, but here you have to. I have to be present.
And how much history do the people you're attacking have? Like, are they fully fleshed out characters, or are they just like, I don't know?
Yeah, you have goons, and then you have like actual fleshed out characters that beg for your life, that beg for their lives even.
Wow.
And you can choose to save or kill.
Man, this sounds like a W for the people who say that video games cause violence in a certain way. Remember all those memes a couple of years ago where people say that, where it goes me who's scared of saying mean things in dialogue? Well,
Well, I love about this game actually that if someone wrongs me in some reason, I can just fucking kill them.
yeah.
Like there were this person who was like, "I will never let you kill me," and then when I got them and they were alive, I threw them off a freaking gigantic tower, like hundreds of meters tall, so they fell to their death because they were mean to me, even though I could have just let them live.
Dun, dun,
So yeah, that's what's fun about it. You know? If someone wrongs you, you can just kill them.
dun, dun,
It's great.
Dun, 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 dun. They're engaging in witchcraft. I'm here to
Ooh.
see what is going on. Don't mind me, just a curious little rhino. If you got that reference, then high five. Did you get that reference, Profano? The rhino one? I can't tell.
My dog's being a nuisance. I'm sorry.
Ruff.
I have my 2 cats and my dog in my room right now. That's not good. That's not gonna end up well.
Do they want to say hi?
Do they? Oli? ¿Quieres ir ahora? No, he's chilling. Well, now he wants to. Wait.
So, is that ragged torso on the right of my health display, does that mean I'm wounded? I haven't really played this game in a long time, full disclosure.
Stupid dog.
Wow.
I mean. Okay, so.
Profano hates dogs. You've heard it here first.
Yeah. You seen that meme about the Beatles? Like, wait, Beatles hate dogs. Let me see.
Oh my god.
Man, I hate the Beatles.
I hear someone coming.
And then you send someone
Who's that?
the Beatles lyrics. It's okay to leave a dog in a hot car.
No, I'm still
It's
here.
okay to leave a dog in a
What's going on
hot
here?
car, hot car. It's okay to leave a dog in a hot car.
Prince of
Ooh,
Darkness.
nothing bad could possibly
Enter.
happen if you leave the
yourself at home.
dog in a hot car.
What
Is
would
that
you
real
like
lyrics?
us to do?
Hell yeah, it is. The Beatles hate dogs. Fuck 'em.
Oh
So-
my god.
We
That's how the
will
meme goes.
fulfill your every wish.
You oh my
If
god, what's
you
going on here?
fulfill
They called me the
our
Prince of
hopes.
Darkness.
Oh, but you are, to me at least. You are my Prince of Darkness.
Oh, you're my Prince of Darkness too.
How does that work?
Prince of Darkness.
We can't
What
both
in
be.
God's name are you babbling about?
Well,
Why are you testing us?
I'll give it to you. That's really black metal. I'll give it
Jesus
to you.
Christ, what have you been smearing on yourselves?
A
Jesus
magic
Christ.
ointment From the
Jesus
head woman.
Christ.
We are ready to pleasure you, Lord.
What's the protagonist name again?
In return, all
Henry,
we
I think.
ask is that you
Yeah,
rid us of the
Henry looks
humans.
so much like
And if you won't
the owner of the
rid us
gym I
them,
used to go
then
to.
help us get away from here.
Yeah, he's just
Give
like
us
basically the
riches
same guy.
So we can
It's
start a new
so weird.
life in the
where his
city.
eyes far apart.
Hmm?
Where his eyes far apart.
Maybe not that, but the rest, he's like a younger version of him, basically.
It's your call, Profano. Should I give in to my carnal impulses, or should I...
Of course you should.
I'll give you anything you ask.
I
What
knew
kind of
it.
question is that?
Thank you, my lord.
I'm gonna
In
have to
return,
censor this.
You'll have to.
oh, why?
What?
Shit. I was never given the
I feel
talk.
very weird.
You know what a threat is?
A what now? Is that some kind of a game?
Black metal subgenre.
Oh,
Plays
wow.
black metal.
Fear not, my lord, nothing will happen to
This is so
you.
weird.
It's all part of the ceremony.
Shit. What the fuck
I wonder
did you
if...
do to me?
Roger Egers or Jacques Tourneur would like this game.
Go to horny
Quite
jail.
well after your long journey.
Huh? Long journey. What?
From the gates of hell to here.
Are we
When
supposed to
will
be
you
looking at
take
the
care of
horse?
the humans?
I think so. I think his lips
And
moved.
why don't you have horns and hooves and a goat's tail like the
It has such a
priest said?
hot voice.
I...
Oh, it's a horse talking. Oh, wait. I thought it was just a weird camera angle. Camera pan.
I thought I turned into a horse. Okay,
Oh,
your call.
Hmm. The horns.
I only wear horns with special occasions.
Yep.
I cannot speak
I
today.
got rid of my horns and hooves along the way. I keep my tail in my breeches. I only get it out for special occasions.
I had no idea this was a thing.
I hope
swear.
there'll be one soon enough.
This reminds me of that movie November.
Oh, you need to say all of them, it seems.
Yeah.
How come you're a talking man?
Yeah, why are you a horse? That seems like the most important one, you know?
Does your sight deceive you? I'm Vera, and I turn many a young man's head in Ujits.
I flew in on a tree branch. It took no time at all.
Flying on a branch? Will you teach us how to do that too? We are your maid servants now. We'll do anything you wish.
I command you to take a shower.
Actually, I wanted something else.
What's that, oh lord?
Will you serve me and do all I tell you to?
Oh,
Oh yes,
God.
our lord of hellfire. We'll do whatever you want. Just rid us of those wretched
I'm gonna have to
humans.
pick a hentai puzzle game for my
Which one will you
episode.
take first? Me.
Oh, I want to one-up you.
Take me.
Yes.
No, me.
I can't wait.
So? What's a so?
A sow, it's a female pig. I know.
Uh,
I know that because of the movie Wedding Trough, if you were wondering.
what was the third one?
I want you, chick.
Yeah,
I want
that's the
you.
one that most
Head.
that resembles
Head.